Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on here today and talk about death, or what we consider to be death. I recorded this before, and when I went back and looked at it, I realized that I had RB face, for those who know what I'm talking about. When I'm passionate about something and trying to get something out, I tend to have this very serious look on my face, and that's what it turns out to be, the RB face. I have been, I guess, kind of struggling with that my whole life. That's kind of I guess it's the Capricorn in me. I'm cusp born. I'm a cusp born baby. Capricorn and Aquarius, and those who understand, that's a struggle within itself, but that's just the Capricorn in me that comes out, that very serious look that rests on my face when I am talking about something I'm passionate about or trying to explain something, which is really not me at all. The look that's always on my face will be totally off from how I'm actually feeling. So anyways, not to spend too much more time on that, I decided that I needed to talk about this, really to take some of the scary out of death. I feel as humans, the human race is so behind when it comes to stuff like that. We are so caught up in religion and everything else that we can't see the forest for the trees. We miss blessings, we miss lessons, just because we're so caught up in religion. And religion is of man. That's a man thing. Spiritualism is of God. And I don't do religion. I am a spiritualist. I love God, and that is my connection. I don't really do religion, and I don't want to turn those away who are religious. So just to let you know, I talk about things from my point of view, my perspective, my experiences, and the things that I have learned in my search for knowledge and my quest for the truth. That is the core of me. I have a lot more to me, of course, but that's what drives me, my search for knowledge and the truth. And so some things may be too much, or maybe too overwhelming for some people to accept or to grasp at the time. And I just want to say to you, I totally understand. That's been me all throughout my journey. Some things I just can't wrap my head around it at the time. And so I found that, if I just leave that there, take what I can, take what I want to take, and leave the rest, it always works out for me. And that's what I'm asking of anybody that watch my channel. This is my way of giving to humanity. I feel like it is my duty to give back, as I have learned, as I have experienced. I just ask that you take what you can use and leave the rest. And what I found is that throughout my journey, when I do that, some point along the way in the future, I may be able to reach back and grasp something that I couldn't wrap my head around before. I had to get to a certain point in my journey where I could understand it more, where I could grasp the concept. And it's nothing that I look for, or try and find a way where I can accept that concept. I just let it flow. And not all things I've been able to reach back and grasp and accept, but there are many things that I have been able to, once I reached a certain point in my journey and in my knowledge, and it just hits like, oh, okay, now I understand that. Now I get it. And so I think that that is a very helpful way for all of us to approach things. I ask that you watch my videos with an open mind. And what you decide to leave, I ask that you just leave that kindly. I don't force my ideas on anyone. So if you can't get with what I'm talking about, then by all means, feel free not to watch my videos. But I do this to try and help others. I'm a teacher, I'm a student of all things metaphysical, and of God, or you may consider it source or the divine, whatever you're comfortable with. And I also wanted to say to whoever watched my videos that this is all coming from a place of love. I feel like this is the way that I can give back from a place of love. I'm also a death doula, an end of life doula is another way to say it. I assist in the counsel of those who are approaching their transition. I assist in the counsel of those who've experienced death through a loved one or friend. Any way that you've experienced death and you seek counsel, that is what I do. I will leave information on that as well on the page where I can be reached for those services. But I don't just deal in death, but I felt like this video needed to be put out, especially with so much death going on around us with COVID and everything. But like I said, I'm a student and a teacher of all metaphysical things. And so the more I learn, the more I realize I know nothing. The more I learn, the more I realize that there's so much more out there to learn. And I just, for a long time, I didn't know what to do with all I had learned. And God put it on my heart after a lot of soul searching that I needed to spread this. I needed to share this with others. Some people don't even know what do you need? Okay. I'm sorry, that's my son. Some people don't even know where to begin to ask the right questions. And I just wanted to share this. I have my notes here as there were a few things that I wanted to touch on, and I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Basically, like I said, I felt like this video needed to be made to take some of the scary out of death for people. And to start out, I just want to approach it from what happens when we die. Basically, the way I explain it is that in order for us to go back home to the other side, we must shed these earthly bodies. We are souls having an earthly experience. We are spirits. We come into this realm to have an earthly experience, and the only way we can have an earthly experience, a physical experience, is that we inhabit a human body. We have to inhabit these bodies in order to come over here to have this experience. This is like school for us. We dwell on the other side in spirit form. in pure energy. We are energy, pure energy. And we inhabit these earthly bodies to have a human experience. And when it's time for us to go back home, we must shed these physical bodies because we can't take them with us back to the spiritual realm. There's no such thing as death. There's no such thing as dying. Just like you learn in science class at some point in time during your schooling that energy does not die. It only transforms. It only changes form. And so when we inhabit these physical bodies here, we're in the human physical form. And when it's time for us to go back, we leave these bodies, most times through a chakra, most times our crown chakra, we leave throughout the top of our crown chakra. We leave these bodies and we go back home to the other side, which is another realm, but there's a thin veil that separates this realm from that realm. And so once we get back on the other side, we're reunited with our other soul friends, our other family members who've already crossed over, and we can see loved ones that are still here, that are left here. We watch over them. Our loved ones who've crossed over already, who's on the other side, they watch over us. And it doesn't matter if they believe or not. We all go through the same process of leaving these bodies here and we cross over to the other side. Most times when we leave these bodies and we get ready to cross over, we are met by family members who've already crossed over. They are there waiting for us to take us over there. And as soon as that happens and we see family members that have already crossed over, that's like confirmation that there is another side. So there's no dreading, no kicking, no fighting, and not wanting to go. When we do cross over, we are met with family members and we remember where we came from. Also, I wanted to touch bases on this being a school for us. We vibrate at a much higher rate on the other side in spirit form. And so we have to slow down our vibration. Energy vibrates. And we have to slow down our vibration when we enter into this realm in physical form. But we are here only for a short time. On the other side, it's a very short time, the time that we spend here, which is considered to be school. This is school for us. We inhabit a human body. We come over here for physical experiences, and that is school for us. And we get our lessons out of the things that we go through, our experiences that we have, and then we go back home. We plan these lives over here. We plan experiences over here before we come in to this realm. We plan these things so that we can elevate our souls. The whole purpose is to elevate our souls, to have experiences that will elevate our souls. And so this is just a fleeting moment in time for us. On the other side, the time that's spent over here is a fleeting moment in time. We also plan our lives over here, as I said a little before. We get together with our spirit guides, with our angels, and we plan our lifetimes, the things that we feel like we need to experience in order to elevate our souls while we're over here. And everything must be approved by God. Sometimes we'll get a little overzealous and think that, hey, I'll plan, 4 or 5 big dramatic things, I'm going to get the most out of this. And, we get a little over ambitious. And God has to let us know that I understand what you're trying to do, but this is too much. And so we'll have to go back to the drawing board, or we'll have to remove some things. But everything that we plan, it has to go by God, and He has to approve it. And once it is approved, we enter into this realm with our spirit guides. Our spirit guides make a contract with us on the other side. They agree that they will be with us to guide us through this lifetime over here. And they're with us from the time we come in until we go back. And we have several angels that are assigned to us that watch over us while we're here experiencing this lifetime. Now, personally, I do believe in reincarnation. That's